Please.
Speaker, sir, as we all know that
Kurchan, please.
the backbone of Indian economy has always been the agriculture, farming and farmers. And if you really want to achieve the feel-good factor or the feel-good feeling, it can only be achieved, and it cannot be achieved unless and until the farmers feel good. And we also know that the 70% of the people of this country and this state live in the rural areas. And to achieve any sort of a shining, the people living in the rural areas have to be happy. And the recent verdict of the people for the center and the state is very clear. And they said it very clearly: if the rural people are shining and if the farmers are feeling good, then only the government and the country is going to feel good. Sir, if we have to see the state of Andhra Pradesh, 60% of the state's 76 million population depend on agriculture for their livelihood. And if we have to see the past history, for when did the farmers started the suicide? The state witnessed farmers' suicide from 1985 to 1987. Then again from 1995 to 1998, and also from 1998 to 2005. I don't know, it is very unfortunate. Right from the day the farmers started suicide in 1985 to 1987, the then regime of the government was that of the Telugu Desam Party. And again, when the suicide of farmers started in 1995 to 1998, again, the ruling party then was the TDP government. The suicide of the farmers, what I feel, is because of the severe drought which the state of Andhra Pradesh is facing continuously from last 4 to 5 years. It is not only the drought, but also the failure of completion of irrigation projects, and not only the severe drought and the failure of irrigation projects, but I would say it is also because of the expensive power which the farmers were forced to take. These three reasons have always forced the farmers for continuous suicides and carrying on the suicide. The drought was faced. अब मुझे ये नहीं मालूम कि ये तेलुगु देशम की बदनसीबी है या फिर रियासत आंध्र प्रदेश की बदनसीबी है कि जब जब तेलुगु देशम रही, इस रियासत में पानी की शदीद किल्लत रही। और न सिर्फ ये, हम पानी की किल्लत से जूझते रहे, लेकिन जिस दिन से तेलुगु देशम बीजेपी के साथ इत्तेहाद कर ली, हमको किसानों की खुदकुशियों को भी देखना शुरू हो गया। Sir, our party welcomes the Congress government relief package for the families of the farmers who committed suicide on or after July 1st, 1998. We also welcome the ex gratia of rupees 1 lakh and one-time debt clearance to the tune of 50,000. But sir, I don't want to criticize anybody standing here, but the real true fact is that the tiller who toil on the land so others can get food are ending their lives, either by hanging themselves on the trees they nurtured for years or drinking the same pesticide they sprayed in the field. It is so sad. A recent survey which was carried on said that the farmers who are committing suicide, the age is in between, most of the farmers' age is between 35 to 45 of years. 35 to 45 years is the most productive age of any person. And this 35 to 45 years is the age when a father looks upon a son for a moral support and a strength, when a mother looks upon the son for a strength, and when the wife looks upon for a love and affectionate, and the children, small children, look upon for guidance to come up in the life. But it is so unfortunate that the majority of the farmers who were forced to take their lives are from the age group of 35 to 45. But I once again say that the reasons responsible for this suicide of the farmers is the severe drought, the failure of completion of irrigation projects, and the expensive power. And I also would like to say that out of 22 states of Andhra Pradesh, 20 states, out of 22 districts of Andhra Pradesh, 20 districts in recent days, exceptions are said to be for Srikakulam and Vizianagaram, where no deaths have been reported. The recurrence of these unfortunate incidents raised the question as to why the farmers continue to be so desperate and why they are resorting to the dire act of ending the lives. The new government has come out with series of measures to prevent the occurrence of these untimely deaths. Sir, I, in my opinion, think that there could be many reasons for the recurrence of suicide. Even after the Congress government came out with various soaps to mitigate the suffering of farmers, one prime reason could be that the free power scheme benefits only 22 to 24 lakhs farmers who have pump sets to water their fields. The total number of farming families, mostly small and marginal farmers, is said to be around 1.2 crores. And also, there are many other reasons which I think are the causes for the continuous suicides of the farmers in spite of the packages which have been announced by the government. The government needs to look into this, and the natural calamities might be also one of the cause. The spurious seed pesticide fertilizers is also a cause. The manipulating of prices for traders, this is also a cause. Failure of government institution, this is also a cause. Harassment of private money lenders, this is also a cause. Irrigation and water resources, this is also a cause. Nexus between the money lenders and the seed suppliers, this is also a cause. Sir, before concluding and giving my suggestions, I would like to say, from past 9 years, and it is not that I'm happy to say this, from last 9 years, the state of Andhra Pradesh is continuously been hearing the claims of being the #1 state in reforms, so-and-so, this, that, so many things. I really don't want to go into all these details of so many things and what are all those things. But one thing I would say, the previous government has given us the #1 rank in the entire country by having the maximum number of suicide of farmers in the state of Andhra Pradesh. This is a very sad story, and I would say that if the people and we, all the leaders, have to come across the party lines, we have to stand together and see that what best can we do and stop this, and also see that we stop the suicide of farmers. We all have to come together, stand together, and see that. And for that, I think we all have to come up with concrete programs, concrete packages, and encouraging the farmers and stopping them from doing this. And in this regard, I have some few suggestions which I want to make to the government through you, sir. Bring in harsh laws against village-level private money lenders who have been driving the weak and miserable farmers to suicides. A moratorium on all private farms-related deaths and complete legal police protection affected from the village level, Shylock and the Gundas. bring in greater responsibility and accountability in the state agricultural department in terms of well thought out and advanced advice to the farmers on what to grow for the season. This should be complemented by the inputs from the local and international commodity market inputs, strengthen the meteorological department through bring back eco balance in the state, the current level of eco imbalance in our environment forcing even more meteorological predictions futile. Implementing all pending unreasonable delayed irrigation projects in the state, rejuvenate and widen the scope of operation of state's hydrology department to meticulously map the groundwater table of the state and help farmers dig bore wells where feasible. Supply not just free power, but a steady supply of power for about 8 to 10 hours a day during the farming season without fail. Introduce farmer insurance to all small and marginal farmers, at least initiate and implement cooperative societies of all small and marginal farmers in each village and hamlet while taking measures that these societies, guidance of marketing and management professions and state marketing department, which in turn to be freed from bureaucrats and to be staffed with seasoned and committed marketing and the management. And I conclude my speech by saying, while welcoming the step initiated so far, our party shows all cooperation to the present government in all its efforts to mitigate the suffering of farmers with regards to long-term measures for drought-proofing and for increasing the irrigation potential. Our demand is that the government should work out the modalities for the implementation in a time-bound manner, otherwise people will find no difference between the previous regime and the present regime of Congress. I thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Kishan Reddy.